EastEnders Amy Mitchell decides she needs to flee Albert Square next week after making a shocking confession about Joel Marshall. Following the brutal hammer attack that left Joel hospitalized last month, police have been working to uncover the identity of the person responsible. In a dramatic development this week, Amy confessed to DC Craig Ingram that she was the one who struck Joel and left him in hospital, admitting that she had reached her limit as events spiraled out of control that night. Amy and Craig have become increasingly close over the past few weeks, with the pair sharing personal conversations in confidence. However, next week's spoilers show Amy becoming terrified after realizing she has revealed the truth to the very man investigating Joel's attack. She confronts Craig and begs him not to reveal what she has told him. Craig recklessly assures Amy that he will try to shield her, although he admits that they are both in a difficult position now that he knows about her actions. Soon afterwards, Craig returns to the police station, only to receive a major shock when his superior informs him that he has been suspended from frontline policing following a serious complaint. He is subsequently removed from the investigation into Joel's attack, potentially making it easier for him to keep Amy's secret hidden. However, Amy soon finds herself under increasing pressure when Jack warns her that the police could be close to identifying Joel's attacker. Fearing that the truth will eventually come out, Amy makes a drastic choice and decides that she must leave Walford as quickly as she can. Before Amy manages to disappear from Albert Square, Craig discovers what she is planning and intervenes, preventing her from going through with her escape. As a result, it appears Amy will remain in Walford for the time being. Later in the week, Amy becomes embroiled in another heated confrontation with Joel, who appears to have no memory that Amy was responsible for attacking him. Vicky notices the teenagers arguing and becomes furious with Amy, accusing her of deliberately causing more trouble. Struggling beneath the weight of her secret and the guilt surrounding Joel's attack, Amy turns to Craig once again for reassurance. During another private conversation, Craig tells the troubled teenager that she can rely on him, leaving Amy relieved by his promise to stand by her. But can Amy really trust Craig to keep her confession hidden? Or could his increasingly questionable actions put her secret at even greater risk? EastEnders actor Aaron Thiara is reportedly set to depart the BBC soap after 4 years playing Ravi Gulati, with the possible exit coming shortly after another major cast departure. According to a new report, Thiara is preparing to leave EastEnders after deciding that he wants to pursue fresh opportunities away from the long-running drama. The actor is reportedly expected to remain with the soap until later this year. The BBC show has reportedly declined to comment on the claims surrounding Thiara's future. Ravi first arrived in Walford in July 2022, initially appearing as a fellow prisoner alongside Phil Mitchell. His family history was later exposed when it emerged that he was Nish Panesar's illegitimate son. Since making his debut, Ravi has been at the centre of several major storylines. He eventually rebuilt his relationship with his estranged son Nugget, and later discovered that Avani Nandra Hart was also his daughter. Ravi was responsible for killing his adoptive father Ranveer, while allowing Suki to believe that she had committed the crime. His darker side was explored further when he kidnapped Eve Unwin in an attempt to gain favour with his father Nish. Ravi also became involved in a complicated relationship with Denise Fox, finding himself caught in a love triangle with Jack Branning. Ravi's criminal background has remained an important part of his storyline, with the character becoming involved in a drug smuggling scheme involving Harry Mitchell and Kojo Asar. He eventually began working as a police informant, before later facing his own struggles with his mental well-being. Despite the chaos surrounding his life, Ravi has remained romantically linked to Priya. Upcoming episodes will see him take their relationship to the next level when he asks her to marry him. However, with Priya secretly involved with Max Branning, it is unclear whether she will accept Ravi's proposal. The reports about Thiara potentially leaving EastEnders arrive only days after Kellie Bright confirmed her own departure from the soap. Bright is set to bring her 13-year run as Linda Carter to an end at some point in the future. Speaking about her decision to leave, Bright said she had thoroughly enjoyed her time on the show, but felt that it was the right moment to move forward. She also admitted that she would greatly miss the friends and colleagues she had worked alongside, while looking ahead to the next stage of her career. EastEnders actor Shane Richie has reportedly split from his wife, Christy Goddard, after nearly 2 decades of marriage. The couple, who married in 2007 following 6 years together, share 3 children. According to reports, their divorce was officially completed last month, shortly before the actor, whose birth name is Shane Roche, was arrested on suspicion of drink driving. Richie and Christy first crossed paths in a pub in 2001 and went on to become engaged 4 years later. Richie, best known for portraying Alfie Moon on the BBC soap, was arrested on July 29th after an incident in Harlow. He was reportedly told not to use an e-cigarette at a petrol station because doing so could create a safety hazard. Essex police later confirmed that officers had responded to a suspected drink driving incident on Church Langley Way in Harlow shortly before 11:20 p.m. on Wednesday, July 29. A man was arrested at the scene, and a drink driving charge was subsequently authorised against Shane Roche, 62, from Surrey. He is due to appear before Colchester Magistrates Court on September 9. Richie first appeared as Alfie in 2002, before leaving the soap 3 years later. He eventually returned in 2010 and remained part of the cast for another 6 years, before departing once again. The actor made several brief appearances during 2018 and 2019, before returning to EastEnders as a regular cast member 3 years later. Alfie remains part of life in Albert Square, although the character has spent lengthy periods away from the square on occasion. One of Alfie's more recent absences was linked to his efforts to meet Zoe Slater, Kat's estranged daughter. Following a dramatic storyline, Zoe eventually returned to Walford after being away for around 20 years, quickly causing trouble for several residents. However, Zoe's return may be short-lived, as reports last month claimed that Michelle Ryan is set to leave EastEnders later this year. There have also been rumours that Zoe could be killed off as part of her upcoming storyline. While the exact details of her exit remain under wraps, it would not be surprising if Alfie becomes caught up in the drama. After all, life in Walford rarely stays simple for long. Shane Richie's wife of 19 years divorces him after she'd had enough. EastEnders star Shane Richie and his wife Christy have reportedly ended their marriage after nearly 2 decades together. Reports suggest that Christy, who married the actor in 2007, had become increasingly frustrated with his behaviour over the years. The 62-year-old actor, who has portrayed Alfie Moon on Albert Square since 2002, and Christy, 47, are said to have officially brought their marriage to an end last month. According to claims, the divorce was finalised just days before the soap star was arrested over an alleged drink driving incident at a petrol station in Harlow, Essex. It has also been reported that Christy confirmed the pair were no longer together when approached at the £2 million property they once shared. Their divorce is understood to have been completed on July 23rd. A source claimed that Christy had reached her limit with Shane and felt she could no longer continue in the same situation. The insider alleged that ending the marriage was Christy's choice, and that she made the decision after discussing the matter with members of her family. EastEnders airs from Monday to Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One. Episodes are also available to stream on BBC iPlayer, with most instalments released at 6 a.m. before their scheduled television broadcast.